Today we'll be talking about MT4 mobile application. So we'll be talking about the MT4 mobile application, how you can get the MT4 mobile application on your smartphone, and how you can operate it. It's very important because most of us will be trading using our phone because it's smart and it's easier. So when you need the MT4 mobile application, all you have to do is just go to Play Store and you type MT4 or MT5. You are going to have MT4 or MT5 application. So for me, I have it already downloaded here, so I can just open it and we proceed to the lesson. So if you can download it, then fine. Let me open the MT5 application and we look at it. So for the MT5 application, what is our point of interest? Our point of interest is that we'll be looking at the different features of this application. We'll be looking at how this application functions, how we can operate the application. So we have certain things that we'll be looking at today. So we'll be looking at the different I can say part of MT4 mobile application. So we'll be looking at the different icons that you find here, what they mean, how you can click, and what to do when you have them. So the first icon here, these two flags that I've clicked on, anytime I'll click on an icon it will be blue, is a quote icon. So if you have learned in your previous video what is a currency quote, so it's a quote, it will take you to the quote, the different quotes that you have, like the different currency pairs that you have. You're going to see here different currency pairs have been written, the ask and the bid price, and the difference between them will form you the spread. So if you look at this, you can see the spread is 2 pips, the price is that. It changes over time because of the rate is, the change in rate is constant in the FX market. So you will always see these figures changing all the time. And the next icon that we'll be looking at is this icon, is a chart icon. It takes you to the chart. You see the candlesticks, you see your chart. So that's the currency chart that you are trading. When you open this icon, you are going to notice that you also have an upper menu from this area where you are going to see certain buttons. We are going to learn about that. Now the next icon here is the equity or the balance window, where you're going to see now you have learned about the balance is Forex, what you have. You have learned about equity. Your equity is your present balance plus the minus or the gain you are making at that moment. So let's say we are making a gain of $400 here, plus that amount. You are going to see that your equity will be this amount that we are making plus your current balance will form the equity. You are going to look at your margin and the margin percentage as well. And you know that your margin will permit you to take loan, your margin permits you to open trade, and as you take trade your margin reduces, your margin percentage as well reduces. When you go below a certain margin percent, you can have a margin call where all your trade, some of your trade will be closed up for you so that you can have more margin to support the other trades. So anytime you are placing trade, never you go below the margin of 200%, please. So you always make sure that you secure your capital from being blown. So if we go back, if we continue, you are going to see that this envelope icon here will permit you to actually see if you have closed any trade today. For example, let's close some trades. Let's close some of this trade. You put your finger on the trade, you just press and you close. You can also put your finger there and modify the trade. So if you close a trade, it's going to go and record here. So you see that the trade has recorded a profit, that balance, that this is a trade that you close with this number of dollars. So that's what this guy will be showing you all the time. And the next icon, let's go back to our charting icon. And in our charting icon, we are going to look at those functionalities. So the first one is these 3 lines up here. This 3 line now will take you to your menu buttons where you can see many things like the quote, chart, history, trade, mail, news, anything. Now this plus sign here is just to permit you view points where they have not been graduated. So if you look at the vertical column, you will see that not every part of this there are certain parts that have not been graduated. So when we move this up and down, you are going to see the figures where the graduations from that area, and we move it horizontally and you look down to your toolbar, you are going to see that you are seeing certain dates as I move. left and right. The next sign is the function sign. The F sign is for you to add indicators on your chart. If you go to that chart, to that sign anytime and click on an indicator, you'll be able to add or remove indicator on your chart using that function sign. So you can remove an indicator from your chart easily using that particular part. The next sign is this dollar sign. Is a shortcut to have the quotes, the currency quote. And the next one we are going to look at is the last and define that's plus that plus box there. That's where you go and click to place trade. So you can come here, you want to place a trade on Great Britain pound US dollars. You can select the type of trade. Either is it a pending order or is it a market execution. We'll be talking about this type of trade in a subsequent video to make you understand the different type of trades. And you have where you put your lot size in your MT4 Windows application. We saw the lot is inside, put the volume, and you also see where you can put your stop loss value and your TP value. You are going to learn how to get them during analysis, and you are going to know how you can place trade with your TP and your take profit value. So once you have selected the required lot size, you can then press on buy or sell and you take a trade on that pair. The next thing that we'll be looking at now is the next feature of this application that we'll be looking at the type of pending orders in a subsequent video. So I think that from now you can play around with your MT4. You can see how you can place trade. To place a trade or you buy and sell a currency pair, that last button here that I've clicked, this last button will always take you there to where you reach. And you can also do analysis on this MT4 place. So you can also do analysis, draw trend line, draw support and resistance zones on this platform. So anytime you click on your screen when you are inside this application, you can change the time frame of the candlestick. You see 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, whatsoever. And you are going to see this sign here like that. This one is where you click to have tools for analysis. So if let me say I click there, I'm going to select the type of tool I want. Maybe I want a horizontal line. I want to place a horizontal line. You see I've put a red line. Maybe you want to draw support and resistance line from that area. You can use that to do it. Maybe you want to actually draw, let's say, trend lines. You can also do that. So you can play around with this application. So you can take some time, look at the features, what you could do, and how you can use it to do analysis, and how you can add indicators as well, how you can change the time frame. Just play around, how you can place a trade. Where you go to place a trade, you click on that plus sign, you either click on buy or sell. So you need to learn all those things. You just need to be familiar with it. So some of these things, normally they don't teach them in any academy. There are things that you learn yourself, but at least we try as much as possible to give you a guide, to give you a way through, so give you a way forward. So I think that's all about the MT4 mobile application. So your homework is to download the MT4 mobile application, put in your phone, and try to just open it and see what you can find from there interesting. So thank you for your time. See you next time. Bye bye.